Hi, Mom. This is Meredith. Welcome to Manicures or Moneycures. I'm so glad that you're here, but you're here for one of two reasons. One, you either are here as a requirement because you have reached out for some financial assistance, and this is part of the steps that you have to take in order for us to be able to help you. So enjoy this class. You are going to take a lot out of it, and the financial aid that you're applying for, eventually you won't need that help anymore. So get ready. Or two, you're taking this course because you are ready to make a change in your life, and if you take these steps and you follow these tools and you do the work, you will make a new life plan for yourself. Either way, you're going to take so much away from this class, and you are going to be so glad that you did it. It's a lot of fun, very interactive, and really simple, easy tools to change your whole financial world. But before I tell you how to walk through this course, I want to tell you a little bit about me and about Tiger Lily Resources and why I even think it's okay for me to share these tools with you. I am also a single mother. I was with my ex from 1998 until 2009, and we officially got divorced in 2011 because that's when I was able to afford to get the divorce. It was a very long and scary road. I was in the sorority that I never thought I would join. Never thought I would be divorced. I am very old school in the fact of vows are very important and you keep them. It's a commitment till death do you part. So I found myself suddenly single. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, and we had relocated from St. Louis down to Florida, and not too long after we had relocated, I was suddenly single. So here I was in South Florida with my closest support system, probably about 1,100 miles away. I had some acquaintances, but not very close friends. So not too many people to lean on and shoulders to cry on. So thankfully I had wits about myself that I was a good researcher, and I did look online for different resources. I wasn't eligible for too many because I was kind of in that gray area of making too much money to qualify for resources, but definitely not making enough to live on one income, especially not in Palm Beach County. Tough county to live in. I did get on food stamps. I was really needed those. Was I proud of being on them? Absolutely not. But there were days that I had to rob Peter to pay Paul. I wasn't sure how power was going to be kept on, how food was going to be on the table. So thankfully I was able to get food stamps, and that was a very humbling experience as well. I had to go into the office and stand in line to apply for them at that time. And I'm standing in line and people are looking at me like, what are you doing here? And I would smile back at them and I would just think to myself, God, I'm here because I really need them. Do I want to be here? Absolutely not. But I really need to be here. So thankfully I was able to do that. Life continued to be pretty rough for the next 3 years. Very petrifying, very scary. Went through very bad choices and career moves. So I went through 9 jobs in 3 years, not from lack of skill or from being fired, just poor decisions on my part. I was operating out of fear and trying to find the best opportunity for an income to provide for my son and myself. I got a really big dose of South Florida business, and it was not fun. So fast forward a little while, I was in real estate, and I was at a company that was a little bit soul suffocating for me. It was in a market that was in a league that I really didn't want to associate with anymore. The people that I was associating with, they were very shallow, very judgmental. It was a very empty place to be. And I just kept getting a stir in me that, you know, God, there's something more for me. I just feel it. I know that there's something more. I don't know what it is yet, but I feel it. So on my 9th job that I was at, it was another real estate company. Pretty unethical things had went down. I'd only been there for about a week. I reached out to our board of realtors who referred me to reach out to an attorney who referred me to write my resignation letter and to leave. Because what else did I have to lose? I said, well, I have my paycheck to lose. I kind of need this job. And he was like, well, would you prefer to lose your license or would you prefer to lose your paycheck? And I was like, okay. I think I will prefer to lose this paycheck. So I submitted my resignation letter. In that process, let me backtrack just a little bit. Life did start getting a little bit better. I started smiling more. I started feeling a little bit more at peace. Finances were coming in line. It was still struggling, but it was a little bit better. So I felt a huge draw inside of me that I needed to start showing God that I was thankful for all of the help that he has given me. Over the years, there were so many nights that I cried my eyes out in my pillow after my son would go to sleep, just so terrified. And I would beg him, God, please, I'm so scared. If you can help me out of this situation, I promise that I will do whatever I can so another woman does not feel this scared and this alone ever. This is the most horrible feeling. Please help me. And, I can tell you he heard me, but he didn't answer me right away. I had more growing to do in myself and more strengthening and a lot more lessons to learn. But I could tell later that he did start showing me things. He did start answering me. And so I really felt in my heart that I needed to start showing him how thankful I was. So I decided to go back to church. And at the day of my 9th job that I had left, I was really fed up with life and the trials and the tribulations over and over again. I felt like when I'd start getting on track, something would knock me back down, and then I'd get back up again and something would knock me back down, and it was really tiring. So I went to my church that I had gone to, and what a beautiful, wonderful place. It was Community of Hope in Loxahatchee Groves, Florida, with Pastor Dale Locke, and he was a life changer for me. He presented the Word of God in such a way that was so comforting and so freeing for me that's when I really opened my heart to understand the capacity of God's love. So that day I went on to the church grounds, the day that I had left my 9th job, and I was mad, and I was going to have it out with God because whatever I was doing, it was not good. So I went back on our prayer walk, and it was around Easter time. It was actually March 24th. I will not forget. And so in the back of this prayer walk, they had a gigantic cross set up because they were getting ready to do like Stations of the Cross for Easter time. So I was going to go and face the cross, and I was going to have a to-do with God. Little did I know was he going to have a to-do with me. So I started huffing and puffing like a little 15-year-old girl. And by the end of the time to talk to him, he literally had me on my knees. I was bawling my eyes out, and I gave my life to him. I said, God, please, I can't do this anymore. Whatever I'm doing, it's not working. So I give everything I'm doing, I give it to you, and you're in control because I'm tired. I can't do it anymore. And I cried for a while, and I promise you, on every ounce of me, at the end of my tear time, I felt like his hands came out and they just touched me on my back, and he lifted me up, and I looked up to the very, very, very tops of the trees, and I promise you, I saw his face, and he was looking down at me with this beautiful, caring smile, but this look of, you silly girl, would you get up? I've got you. So go do what I've got for you. So I did. I got up and I stopped crying, and my anger was gone and my fear was gone, and I just had this solid peace. It's like, okay, he's got me. Let's do this. So I went home and I sat in front of this computer, and within 48 hours, I had the entire platform for Tiger Lily Resources. I felt like I had fire coming out of my fingertips. Ideas were flowing. The resources that I needed to offer were just coming out. I was connecting with people I should have never connected with, getting CEOs on the phone and walking into Vice President of the Homeowners Division of Chase Bank. I walked into his office like I knew him, and we sat down and talked for probably about a half hour, 45 minutes, had a great conversation. We're still good friends today, and we're still business partners. So connections were happening left and right, and Tiger Lily Resources is here. And we've been functioning since 2013. We have done a lot of amazing things, and I'm so thankful. I can't say that I'm proud of the work because I'm just the vehicle that's making this happen. Every ounce of this work is what he has given to me to provide out to you guys. So I will absolutely use this platform to share with you. I don't know where you are in your walk, in your life, in your faith. Do you know God? Do you not know God? Do you care to know God? You should, but do you? So this is my opportunity and my privilege to be able to share my faith with you through this platform. You know, God has given me so many tools and has led me to so many people that have totally changed my life that I have to share my story with you. So hopefully I can help change your life in even the smallest way, but hopefully in the biggest way. And along the lines, along the steps, and along the tools that hopefully you can start hearing and seeing glimpses of his love for you and how much he has your back. So get ready as we walk through this journey of Manicures or Moneycures. And this is just a small step, but it's going to be really life-changing. There's a couple things to know as you walk through this course. There's 3 parts when you click in here. This is not a webinar. This is not a quick watch a video and be done. This is a course. So this takes dedication and commitment, and it will take steps. We can see what you do along the way. So we really hope that you dive into this and get excited about this and share your experiences, because what you are going through is going to help the next mom who's just starting out. So there's 3 sections that you're going to go through. One is to start your new life plan. The second is tips for singles, and the third is Smart Start Budget. Each one of those is a click-in link. In those links, you will see videos, you will see slides, there will be forms, and there's instructions in there. So there's a different variety of things to click through. Some things are mandatory, some things aren't. But you cannot get to the important parts, which are the instructions and the forms, unless you do certain steps prior. So don't think you can just jump ahead and click and be done with this. This isn't the quick fix. This is dedication and commitment and work, but we're here to help you get through this because we're ready to help you make this new life plan. So mom, hold on tight and let's get ready for your new life plan. I hope you're as excited as I am. Welcome to Manicures or Moneycures.